Do you know what I'm just absolutely sick to death of at the moment? Politicians not doing their job. I mean, I know that sounds obvious, but I just more increasingly see rubbish like this. So this is the G20 summit. Yeah, the 20 most powerful countries in the world get together and talk about the serious issues of the day. And they're standing around a fountain throwing a coin over their shoulder. Is that the best use of your time? Oh God, they're clapping now like they've actually achieved something. Yeah, well done, well done, well done. You threw a coin over your shoulder. Now Merkel feels the need to splash her hands in the water and some others are joining her because they don't know what the hell we're doing. They're all speaking their own different languages. They're going, what the hell are we doing here? I thought you told me we were going to come and like discuss climate change and, you know, COVID pandemic, and here we are next to a fountain throwing coins and splashing water. What is going on? What is going on? I don't get it. Do some bloody work. Oh my God, how many issues are there in the world and you're just wasting time on this nonsense? I just don't get it. What do you benefit from it? I get, you know, some publicity thing, let's get together and, you know, show our compassion for fountains or something. I don't know, I don't get it. I mean, when they were organising this, were they like going, right, okay, so G20 summit, we definitely need to talk about the pandemic, we got to talk about climate change, it's a big issue. Don't forget the thing with the fountain. What? The thing with the fountain, we're going to throw the coin over the shoulder. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're doing that, don't worry.
Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak visited a brewery to promote the tax reform on alcohol duties, which will reduce duty on some draft beers in pubs and on some English wines.
Do you want us to puff and strain a bit more?
God, now you've got twat-faced Boris and Sunak down a brewery. Sounds like the start of a really bad joke, doesn't it? I've made no secret about my hatred for this kind of stuff. I can't stand it. So this is about the budget, isn't it? Taxes changing on beer. So just tell us taxes changing on beer. Why do you have to go down a bloody brewery, pretend that you give a shit about the local brewers? I can't stand this nonsense. Do some work. You're Prime Minister and Chancellor of the Exchequer. I'm sure you can find a better use of your time than going to pretend to try and know what you know about brewing beer. Oh God, I hate it. I hate it so much. It drives me mental. So this is all about the budget, isn't it? Recent budget. So let's see what's on the news about the budget.
Growth, and I want to show you what happened to borrowing as well. We got new growth numbers from the Office for Budget Responsibility. This is the big picture, really. This is, you know, how well is the economy doing, and whether these bars are kind of above the line or below the line, you know, that shows the economy is growing, and I think above the line, that shows the economy is shrinking, and obviously you'll see that's what happened during the pandemic, an enormous fall. These are the last figures, I should say. So the last time the OBR looked at these numbers earlier on this year.
See, this is all just, this graph is just a load of bollocks. I mean, what does this mean to real people in real life, in real society? Oh, the economy has gone up by 2 marks over this quarter. What does that mean to Julie down 36 Robert Lodge, who's wondering how the hell she's going to pay for her increase in her energy bills? Oh, borrowing's gone down this quarter by 2 marks. So what does that mean to Emma on White Hawk Way, who's wondering whether she can finally actually feed her kids without the support of the local food bank? Shout out to the East Brighton Food Cooperative in White Hawk, by the way. They're fantastic people, do some great work in my local little area of White Hawk. But what does this rubbish mean to real people? It don't mean nothing. I'll tell you what you need to know. What you need to know from this year's budget is £6 billion tax breaks to banks. That's what you need to know. I'm pretty sure they owe us quite a bit of money back from 2008, but you know, I guess we're forgetting that. Or are we forgetting about that money that we lent them? Yeah, we're forgetting about it. We're just going to give them some more because they need it. They're banks. Fucking joke. Absolute joke, bunch of freaks. Can't stand it. But yeah, tax breaks. God, this wind is absolutely mental. My big box van is being blown from side to side here. Anyway, you're not here to hear about that. So yeah, tax breaks to banks. What else do you need to know? Energy bills are going up. Council tax inevitably will be going up. Cut to universal credit. National insurance going up. You know about that. Minimum wage is going up by £1 though. That's nice, £1. But your cost of living's going up. So your food's more expensive. It's a joke, and that's why I get wound up at the beginning of this video when I just see politicians constantly doing nothing, going down the brewery, tossing coins over their shoulder. Do some work, do some bloody work. Guess I'm on nerves. I need cheering up, and what's cheered most people up this week? I'm sure most of you out there saw the hilarious video of Mike Graham from Talk Radio. I'll show a little bit. I'll just put a little bit, it is funny.
I work with timber, which is a much more sustainable material rather than concrete. I also
But you work with trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Because it's regenerative, you can grow trees.
Right. Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can. See you, Cameron. Cheerio. That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them. Brilliant. Marvellous.
But yeah, that did make me laugh. I mean, anyone that's seen my video about Insulate Britain is knows my views on their tactics, but the message is true. And anyone that can make Mike Graham look silly is good in my books, because this guy has been the bane of my existence for a very long time. Now, a lot of people were probably only introduced to Mike Graham with this video, and good for you, but he's been in my life for a long time, this twat. He used to, now he's on Talk Radio, but once upon a time, about 5 years ago, when I was working nights, he used to do the graveyard shift on not Talk Radio, on Talk Sport, their sister sport radio station. And I hated the man. Obviously, you know, working with a lot of staff, we had to agree on a common consensus of what we're going to listen to, and we weren't really keen on each other's music, but one thing we were keen on was sport and football, so we had Talk Sport Radio on most nights. And Mike Graham, oh my god, this guy, I could not stand him. The graveyard shift on Talk Sport was just an excuse for this guy to just spew his absolute nonsense politics, like the sort that we've come to see on Talk Radio.
I heard one woman saying that she was standing up for the people who can't stand up for themselves from other parts of the world where climate change is killing people. Well, first of all, that's not happening, and second of all, season as well. And where we will go from here? Laura Dodsworth is here as well with news that COVID is now no longer the most serious threat to health, just as parents have been put under yet more pressure to get their children vaccinated in order that they can stay in school. Apparently that's a big thing now. Not be ashamed of yourself. And if you really believe that the entire supply chain is going to seize up, you might want to take a long, hard look in the mirror before it cracks before your very eyes. Stop believing.
No, I'm always in favour of looking.
Yeah, but if you're saying to me that the race to reduce CO2 and to make it carbon neutral in this economy is impossible. The whole premise of their green revolution is to achieve carbon neutrality. True. So surely you could say about their methodology that it's a pointless activity, isn't it?
Well, yeah, stuff like this, and people like him, I despise. I despise people like him, because he is a dinosaur that just needs to move out the bloody way and just get the hell out of the way. You're a dinosaur that's just ruining and poisoning people's minds, and just piss off, because all you do is moan.
And as if all that isn't enough, we're also joined by former President Trump aide Sebastian Gorka with news from the White House. Oh yeah, Vice President Kamala Harris has finally said something, and it's not very clever, and in fact it's complete cobblers. She's basically blaming Europeans for colonising America and killing off the indigenous tribes. Right then.
Oh, so I guess the Europeans coming over to America and slaughtering hundreds of thousands of indigenous people was a good thing, was it, Mike? Because they got trains and stuff like that. This guy, man, this is his archaic, ancient dinosaur way of thinking, and this guy is just an absolute joke. And I'm so happy that Insulate Britain managed to make this guy look very, very silly. That was very amusing for me. Anyway. While I'm being blown to hell here, can you see the waves that are going on in the sea over there? It's absolutely mental, this wind, and I'm on top of a hill being blown to hell. I'm nearly home. So guys, till next time, take care.